And one of the things I hear my clients saying a lot of times is a lot of times people just talking about their fears, you know, what they're afraid might happen. Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? Like, well, what if we buy a home and then the market crashes? And or, well, what if I can't make any friends when we move there? Or, you know, we've lived in the same town our whole life. We don't know what it's going to be like living in a new place. Well, what if we can't find a job? Okay. What's the culture like there? Will the locals there accept my children who are mixed race? I hear that one a lot. Well, what if we don't like living there in the wintertime? You know, what's it like to live in the snow? Well, what if we have allergies for all of the juniper trees and everything that are around? You know, what if we can't find the house that we want? What if the rooms aren't big enough? What if it's dangerous driving in the snow? What if it turns out that we just don't like all the outdoor stuff there? Okay, so look, fears are real no matter what they are. It's the same feeling. Like if you're afraid of falling off of a cliff, it's the same fear of falling in the bathtub, or it's the same fear that you feel when you're facing the unknown. And that's really what it is. And if you know my story, you know that my wife and I, we came here 25 years ago. Only, as I recently made a video, I talked a little bit about this, but we did not have a clue what we were doing. We didn't have the technologies that we have now. There was lots of fear. Honestly, there was so much fear and so much stress after we did it. Most of it was because we didn't have that time for preparation. We decided we were going to leave California, and then it seemed like it just, next thing you know, we were moving, packing a van and moving. And then we were here, and we didn't know a single person. There was no internet, there was no social groups, there was nothing. The first people we met here were our neighbors, who brought us a chair because we didn't have any furniture, and they felt bad for us, so they brought us a chair and some cookies. And then some group, like local group from Bend, they were like the city was like welcoming new people. They brought us like a food basket or something. That's 25 years ago. So, you know, with all of the talk online and YouTube about 5 reasons to do this, 5 reasons not, the pros and cons, I'm going to just pose you this frame of thought. Regardless of what your fears are, the thing that you should fear the most is the fear of not accomplishing your dreams. That was my greatest fear when we were considering moving anywhere out of California, is what if we don't? What if we don't move and we just stay where we are and we just grind it out and we just go to our jobs and we spend 4 hours a day commuting and we are barely getting by or not living the dreams, and we just watch videos of other people doing the things that they want to do forever? What if that is what you do? And that's what you should be afraid of. You should be afraid of not accomplishing your dreams, not realizing your goals, not doing the things that you want to do, not doing the things you see other people doing that you so love, like standing at this location now in the middle of the Deschutes River every single day. Do this every single day if I want to. We walk the river every single day. We're living our dreams because we were willing to live in fear for a while. We were willing to deal with the stresses. We were willing to get through that. And that's what I recommend that you strongly consider doing. Don't give up on the realization of seeing your dreams come true. Allowing your children to grow up in a place like this, like mine did. That's what you should do. You know, it doesn't have to be Bend. I mean, go wherever you want to go. Bend is not a perfect place. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Bend is not a perfect place. One of my biggest complaints about Bend is the roads here, basically the same as they've been for 30 years. The only thing that they've done to develop the infrastructure as far as the roads go is they added the bypass, which most people, you know, they call that the 97, but it's the bypass. Today, 3rd Street was 97. It goes right down the middle of town. So they did add a bypass to divert a lot of the semi-truck traffic, you know, a lot of the traffic, people just passing through town. And that was a great idea, except they terribly under-engineered it. The speed limit on the bypass is, what, 45 miles an hour? Nobody drives 45 miles an hour. And it doesn't have any safety lanes, emergency lanes. What in the world were they thinking? It's a 2-lane, you know, both directions. But if there's an accident and both lanes are blocked, there's no emergency roads for ambulances, fire trucks to get to and from the accidents or to get on and off the bypass. Terrible design. And in general, the roads here struggle to stay, you know, in the condition that they need to be. You know, I'm kind of a car guy. I love my European cars, and if you got big potholes in roads, that's the problem, because you hit one of those and you tear up a wheel. Not good. You know, so I can complain about that. I can complain about all of the people moving into Bend, and it's true. You can, you know, you can hate that if you want to. I don't focus on that a whole lot. Clearly, my life, I'm a real estate agent, but before, and I owned a construction company, so that was, you know, a big part of my life, is people that were moving here and spending money here, and it still is a big part of our life. However, I've just never had a problem with sharing. I know people are going to come anyways, and so, you know, we try to make the best of it and enjoy it as much as we can. Compared to other places, like for example, I was just up at Coeur d'Alene in Idaho, another really beautiful place that would be on anyone's list of amazing places to live. They have a huge lake there, many lakes. It's very much, it's a lot more northern than Oregon, or than Bend is. Elevation's like 2,500 feet lower than Bend. They do get a lot of snow there. It's beautiful. It has its pros and cons. A lot busier than Bend, I can tell you. I couldn't believe, and this is in February. We just got back from there. I could not believe like how much more they had invested into the tourism. They have a 20-story resort right on the lakefront. Here in Bend, like, we have some new hotels going in around the old mill area and downtown, but not right on the water. I mean, and we have our high lakes. 100 years from now, we won't have resorts on those lakes. The people that are moving here are more like-minded. We like the fact that Bend is a small town. Right now, they say about 100,000. Coeur d'Alene felt twice as big as Bend. I'm going to turn around and show you the little river here where I'm at, because you can hear the water in the background. I know. That's the old millway in the background there. Yeah, this is like a really cool. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but this is where the water surfing is. They can adjust the waves right over there, and you can come down this thing and surf. It's really cool to watch. Anyways, I turn around because I had a bad shadow on my face. Anyways, just being real here, talking to you. You know, back to your fears. Is there's nothing better in life, regardless. You know, do some hard things like that. This is supposed to be a real estate channel, but let's make it a motivational for a minute. Learn to do hard things. Learn to embrace hard things. If moving for you is scary and terrible, crazy, do it. Like, go for it, because you're going to look back on anything you do like that that's hard. You're going to learn. You're going to grow. Most likely, you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. You're going to get wherever you're going. Hopefully, it's Bend, Oregon. But you're going to get here, and you're going to love it. And you're going to look at each other, and you're going to be like, why did we not come? Why did we not do this earlier? And that's so true. My wife and I, we went through hell when we moved here. We didn't have any money, we didn't have jobs, we didn't have a plan. We were just going. We were just going for it. And that's, you know, that's who we are. That's who we were then. We were young. You know, 4 young children. Crazy. I mean, all of our family, everyone said, you guys are nuts. I mean, what if it doesn't work out? You're going to be right back. You know, we'll see you in 3 months. You know what? It's one of the greatest accomplishments of our life, is leaving where we grew up, leaving our family. We moved away from all of our friends and family, and we came to a place we had never been before. And it's one of our greatest achievements, one of the things we're most proud of in our lives. And our children thank us. They thank us for doing that. I'm serious. All of my children still live in Oregon. 3 of them in Bend right now. My oldest daughter's living over in Eugene. And she was living in China. Other story, I'll tell you about it later. But you're never going to regret pursuing a dream. And that's what I'm hoping to get across to you right now, is pursue that hard thing and that dream. You'll never regret it. And you'll never regret coming to a place like Bend, Oregon. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen to you? The absolute worst thing that could happen to you moving to a place like this is it turns out you don't like it as much as you thought, and you really miss your mom and you want to move back to San Diego. So go back. I do have some friends that did that. They moved here, this was 20 years ago. He was a surfer guy, you know, loved the beach, grew up in San Diego. They moved here, lived here for a couple of years, and they did love it, but they just yearned for the beach. They wanted to be back on the beach, and so they moved back to San Diego, and they live there today. Okay, fine. You know, they still call and talk to me and say, man, we just miss Bend so much. Like, yeah, it's cool, but it's, you know, it's not perfect for sure. You're gonna have things here in Bend that are gonna be life-changing for you and your family, your kids, and your friends when they come and visit you. It's awesome. So I guess that's enough rambling for one video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you don't want to miss my other videos, because I'm really going to try to be putting out some great content in the future. Every couple of days, every week, I'll be posting new, relevant, real videos that hopefully will be of help to you as you guys are thinking about moving to Bend, Oregon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.